We're live.
And we're live.
Here we go. First ever episode of the Kais.Eye podcast. How does it feel to be in Bali, boys?
Yeah, good. Harry's in a bad way because he's been out too much.
Yeah. He did turn up 20 minutes late, but it's fine.
Look, the way I felt this morning, I'm happy I'm here. Like, I was bad way, but we're good.
We're good, hey. We'll go. What happens in Bali stays in Bali.
It's true, man.
And to be honest with you, Bali timing is 30 minutes late. So if you're going to say, give me someone at 2, it happens at 2:30. That's just realistic timing.
So if I want to organise something, I make sure I tell people half an hour before.
Exactly. That's a little Bali tip for you. So let's just a quick introduction of what Kais.Eye is quickly, because this is my first ever episode and first ever podcast. So basically, Kais.Eye is just an overall media company that I want to do a podcast on, where I'm going to have very interesting, unique, successful individuals from all around the world.
Yep.
And just bang out a great conversation and just like get to know each other better and just have a world views. Good conversation, you know how it is. Fucking
controversy.
Exactly, controversy, whatever, man. Up, down, left, right.
We're getting cancelled.
No, don't worry about that. We do a magazine as well. So the magazine basically wants to showcase brands in Bali that are upcoming or that are pumping. So from DJs to photographers to charity events. The new edition of the magazine will come soon, as well as the podcast. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be sick. Exactly, I want it all. It's a monopoly, baby. At the end of the day. So yeah, let's just start off with a quick question for you both. Basically, so what made you get into your profession, first of all? So like, what do you remember the first day you ever was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this, and I'm comfortable doing this, and this is what I want to do in life. And what made you start it?
I remember my first day.
Yeah, you go first. You
sure?
Yeah, I'll
rock,
think
paper,
about
scissors.
it.
Let's go. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh no, wait, what?
Oh, just go.
Just go. Yeah, I remember. Okay, well, specifically YouTube.
Yeah.
I remember the first day I realized, okay, I want to be a YouTuber, was when the day I made my first vlog.
All right, but just quickly, sorry to interrupt you. You were doing parkour and everything before you were doing YouTube, right? 100%.
Yeah.
So that was, let's say, your first passion. That was...
Yeah. I went through loads of different passions.
You got to, man.
Finally get to where I was.
Yeah.
And like, I honestly like blame my parents for that, because they just put me in so many different things. And I think that's what helped me really find what I actually wanted
I can relate to you to that,
man. But yeah, they tried me like football, basketball, tennis, blah, blah, blah. And then I did gymnastics. And like, oh, he's really good at gymnastics. And then I did that from when I was like 10 years old.
Okay.
From gymnastics, I was like getting really good, and they wanted me to be in like an elite team for like the Olympics and shit like that. And then I got transferred to like an elite team, and it was like 6 days a week training, like intense gymnastic training. And I just like...
Nah, this is not for me.
I was never good at dealing with like authority very well. Like people telling me what to do and all this shit.
Yeah, that's the entrepreneurial side.
Straight, man. I don't know, like I just couldn't deal with them. Like, because there's so many rules, man. It's such a structured sport that you can't break the rules in any way. And for me, I'm like, I don't know.
Even where you grow up, in England, back in the UK, it's not like, I can't really relate to that. Like, I was born here in Bali, born and raised. So like that structural regime of rules, and this is how it is, like it's completely different.
Yeah,
it's
like
opposite.
No rules in Bali.
Yeah.
Bro, it's weird, man. There's not even
But the thing is,
here, bro.
there is rules, but it's just more toned down. Like it's all more about respect and respect with the locals. Like back in the UK, I feel like I'll be walking down the street and I'll look at someone wrong, and they'll be like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And I'll be like, "Whoa." But everyone's just like in their own tunnel, doing their own thing, pissed off because they gotta wake up and it's rainy.
Trust me. Well, this is the thing. Like that's what I mean. Like UK is so structured. Like there's so many rules about everything.
Too many stupid rules.
Stupid rules. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, as you said, it's about respect here. So like, in the UK. You know when someone tells you not to do something, you want to
do it more, exactly.
It's like that. It's like that concept. Like
that's just
everyone. There's all these different rules, and different laws, and things, and shit like that. That everyone just ends up wanting to rebel against.
Exactly. It's like there's only one rule and there's no rules.
Yeah, trust me, man.
But yeah, back to the thing. So you were just gonna say it was just basically going down different career paths. And experimenting with everything, and you finally found what you were comfortable with.
Yeah. So and then I found free running when I was like 10. Did free running for like loads of years, my whole teenage life basically. And obviously when free runners are doing their thing, they want to film it and take
Oh, yeah, of
photos
course.
and all that stuff. So I kind of grew up around cameras and people shooting and
So you were used
and
to
that
it.
stuff, and that's what kind of like sparked my interest in photography. I just used to play with my friends' cameras.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I actually really like having a camera, like learning how to use it and getting a shot and then getting it home, editing it and making it
Seeing
exactly
how you
what I
can
want.
put your uniqueness into that photo,
Yeah.
into that video.
Yeah, exactly.
So quickly, I don't know if you went through it just so the viewers can know let's explain what you guys actually do, because we actually forgot to do that.
Got
Just
you
a
do
quick
it.
little, you know, I
Well, we
forgot
are
to
both
fucking mention it at the beginning.
YouTubers. We are content creators.
Yeah.
I actually started out because I used to love watching YouTube, to be honest. And so did my brother, and he started way before me, like a couple years before me.
Okay, your older brother.
Yeah, and he did something completely different. He did FIFA content and football content and stuff like that, and it gave me a massive like insight to how the whole world works. Like I used to edit for him, I used to edit for his mates as well.
Perfect.
So I like self-taught myself how to edit, and I was like making a little bit of money through that. And I just like I saw this world where all these people were just doing exactly what they wanted to do, making an income from it, and just like living their best lives.
Exactly.
And I was just, like,
That's
I need
it
to
at
do
the end of
this.
the day,
Like,
man. It's freedom. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's you're getting,
Sure,
and that's where I feel like you get the most out of your income is when you're doing something you love the most, because
100%.
you're gonna be doing it at the best of your potential, at your ability. So you would just say your inspiration comes from your brother?
Yeah, massively. Yeah,
Yeah?
he definitely kind of, because it's like a very daunting thing to actually start, especially when you go to school and stuff. Like people love to
for
take
sure.
the piss,
That's
and
it.
absolutely
Love to mock
roast
it.
you.
Of course they
Especially
do.
at that time, there wasn't too many people actually making that much money from it. Like people didn't believe you could actually really make money from it.
Yeah.
And then like because he did it, like people kind of were like, oh well, your brother's done really well. Like they like so half the people were being like, oh fair play to him. Like I can't really hate on you doing it, and half people still were. But yeah, no, I did it. I kind of went down a different path to him in the end. Like completely different. Like he just banged out videos like every day for 3 years, whereas I really wanted to make good content, and that's what I focus on now.
It's not good.
Nah, I'm not saying it's not good.
Well, he makes he made a very different type of content.
Yeah,
He
it's
does
like-
like strip feed.
Yeah.
Like that.
Exactly,
It's
but
soft
again, that's what the industry liked, you know. And if you're getting the views at the end of the day, and it's something simple you can bang out in a day and get that paycheck, like why not?
He was
True.
smart from it. He was just trying to
Really
make
smart,
Yeah,
like as much.
He's
money and
channeled
just-
his content. Isn't he doing some fights or something? I saw he was going into like some.
he did a few boxing
No?
fights, an MMA fight.
I was on the same card for an
Oh,
MMA
really?
fight.
For an MMA?
With another YouTuber.
Actually.
So I was supposed to fight another YouTuber on the same event.
What fully MMA? This is not
MMA,
boxing.
straight
Yeah?
MMA.
So have you done any MMA training
Yeah,
before?
bro.
Okay.
I did like 3 months of intense.
Of what? Like Muay
intense
Thai,
training.
Jiu-Jitsu,
So I did,
boxing.
6 days a week, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing.
Sick.
And just general cardio.
Perfect.
And bro, like
Man.
it was intense.
Yeah, but how good is martial arts for you?
Bro,
Like,
I love
it is.
it.
It is.
Oh my God.
Honestly,
I really
one of
wanna
the
start.
best things for you mentally,
Oh,
physically,
bro.
and just it's just.
I'm so happy that I discovered it because I would have never done it if it wasn't for this for the fight. And then, bro, like once I got an insight into that world, it's actually
It's crazy.
It's so
It's a universe,
deep.
man.
Crazy, man.
You have this
It's
perception
wild.
of what it is, and then you go in, and it's just like, wait, like
different.
I thought it
Yeah.
was like this is it, but it's actually like
Yeah, for
this.
sure, man.
Even
But
just
bro,
boxing.
Yeah, do you know what as well? Like what I didn't realize is before I learned combat sports is how vulnerable you are if you don't know
You
even
don't
a
know
little bit of
anything.
how to
Yep.
fight.
Especially in jiu-jitsu, the
Yeah,
most
bro.
in jiu-jitsu, you roll with like a brown belt or a black belt.
Dunsky.
Mate, it is.
Dunsky.
It's
But-
literally like
yeah,
an
man.
ant fighting an elephant. Like it's
Crazy,
just not
man.
gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it's wild. But yeah, like
So this fight event, let's say,
Yeah.
was UFC was martial arts based.
Yeah.
And it was adapted all over that big boxing event that happened in the UK, which is
Yeah.
blown up into this huge fucking thing now.
Yeah.
With Logan Paul fighting Mayweather.
That's
Mayweather,
crazy.
Like, can
yeah,
you?
bro.
It's mad.
Like, okay, I want to say one
Mad,
thing.
bro.
I respect you got the bag. Boom. Well done for that, mate. But like, I'm sorry. Like, what does it come to?
He is getting whipped.
He-
Like, I think he's getting
Floyd Money
absolutely
Mayweather
destroyed.
fighting fucking Logan Paul.
Like,
Like,
Bro, the way I look at it, yeah, I'm just like, bro, because I remember when he had the whole controversy,
Yeah.
and I remember looking at him then. I was,
He's done.
I was trying to like look at it from an outsider perspective, like
Yeah.
take a step back from everyone hating, and just look at where he was. And now, if you look at, he's gone from literally the most hated person on the planet.
yeah.
And every single person believing that his career was finished
Over.
Exactly.
And now he's fighting one of
the
best fighters on the planet.
Hats off to him, man.
Crazy.
And you got to credit JJ for that, man, for fucking giving him the responsibility, for saying, you know what, I'll take you, and be like, he actually revived him in a way, but hats off.
Yeah, true.
Even with his podcast, like, he's just, you can see the demeanor of how he's changed. He's become a very, very good person.
Definitely, man.
But anyway, yeah, we're not here to talk about some fucking...
Yeah.
Another quick topic change. If you could give 3 pieces of advice to someone coming up to this day into your industry, so like into content creating, into free running, or into like traveling and making these Airbnb videos, or just content creating around the world, what would that be? 3 pieces of advice to someone new.
3 pieces of advice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do one each, or are we doing 3 each?
Let's do one each.
Yeah, so you can think.
Okay. My first piece of advice would be consistency. YouTube.
100%.
Quality.
And quantity.
So this is my rule with YouTube. My number 1 rule, which I always go back to, is consistent quality content.
I love it.
If you can achieve those 3 things, no matter what, eventually
you'll hit it.
Eventually you will be successful on YouTube. It might take a month, it might take 3 months, it might take 3 years.
Yeah.
But if you're always doing your absolute best content consistently,
believing in yourself,
and you build a connection with an audience, you will be successful.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you guys know Garyvee.
Yeah.
He's an amazing, he's
man.
bang the podcast on in the morning, listen to him.
Bro.
Like, what he says is there's quantity and there's quality. But to find your quality, you have to go through quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the more you do, the better your quality will become.
Nice.
And you'll eventually evolve into the quantity you want, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you, Ben?
You make mistakes as well.
Yeah, of course, man. Failure is success.
Yeah.
And I've only realized this in the past year or so of life, like, honestly, because I'm so young. I'm 20 years old, you know? So, like, failure is... now I'm actually looking forward to failure, because I can assess the situation and be like, look, this is what I did wrong, and this is what I'm not going to do again, and this is going to learn
I
from
appreciate that shit.
Yeah,
I
100%,
appreciate
man.
The bad times, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Your turn.
I would say...
That was a good one.
I would say the most important thing for a lot of people, because so many people tell me how they want to start YouTube, they've been doing it for ages, it's going nowhere, like they're not making any money, is to keep it as a hobby, keep it as something they actually love. Because as long as they love it, as long as they're actually enjoying it, they're not doing it for any other reason, and they're just wanting to make these good videos, show their friends, see like a few comments.
And they're hopping on trends as well. That it's just like that's not your trend, that's someone else's.
Yeah, and it's like people being like, oh, I need to make money from it, I need to do this from it. Like, a lot of the time that's just gonna end up in failure, because you're not gonna see any results in maybe a certain amount of time. That you're not just gonna keep at it. If you keep it as a hobby and it's always something you love, that's how most YouTubers started out, because they actually just enjoy it. It's just something fun.
Exactly.
Then you're
exactly
way more likely to get it. So
it's true.
Just keep doing, like, just do content you absolutely love.
That's the point.
And keep trying to improve it. Keep trying to figure out new ways to keep your audience watching for
longer.
Get
that gap in the target audience in it.
Yeah, exactly. And just
go for it.
Yeah, just make your own personal best content.
Yeah,
really.
sure.
Like,
and look, I think at the end of the day is like, why do you do anything really? And it's to have fun. Like you wanna be enjoying yourself. And with YouTube, the more fun you have, the more the audience really enjoys it. Like if you can show,
they relate to you
exactly, and it invites people in. So it's like
people
just
can
do
tell
what makes you happy on YouTube. Literally,
people can tell when you're like. When
faking
you don't want to be filming, when I'm like in a bad mood, or like I've just had like some bad news or something, and I'm having to film, I'm watching the clips back, and sometimes I just have to re-record that whole thing. So just wasn't in a good headspace. So you just have to be like actually enjoying what you're doing, because otherwise you just watch it and people are just dead. They're just
that's with anything in life at the end of the day, to be fair. But it's easy to say, you know, like you really have to, like you said, go and test and find your journey. So speaking about that failure you brought up, a quick question again with that. What would you say is the biggest failure that you've come across so far in your journey or in your life? And you'd say, what have you learned from it?
I got a few.
That's good, man. The more the failures, the better.
A few L's.
Oh, I got a few big ones.
Well, just pick let's just say one, bro.
L's I've taken. Okay.
And what have you learned from it, most importantly? Because
probably my biggest L in my YouTube career was when I was just blowing up on YouTube. Probably been blowing up for like 3-4 weeks, and then me and my friends decided to sneak into an active airport to like go on like a jumbo jet.
I remember this.
Here we go, Assassin's Creed Nightscape's coming out now with the stories.
It was fucking mental. So we literally snuck into this airport, got on this jumbo jet, made a whole video, put it up, and then bro, the next day I just get like slamming on my door.
Oh no!
8 policemen raid my whole house, take all of my equipment, like every single
Oh no.
laptop, camera, lens, SD card,
Anything you can think
anything
of.
that could hold storage or was electronic, they took it. Even took my mum's computer.
Oh.
That was mad.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, my friend.
Yeah, so that was like one of my biggest L's because it was like, okay,
Everything you built up for just gone.
I've got to
like
start
this.
again.
Of course, it was authorities as well.
Yeah.
It just had to be.
Did you not get it back?
So it was a 7-month investigation.
For what though? Like,
Just to like, I don't know, bro. They called it quits because they didn't have enough evidence.
Like
so
you've-
they didn't even charge us.
like you've had this
anything.
before, yeah. Like you've had court cases against you. You're banned from the Shard, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
Like,
Banned from Canary Wharf.
like, go into detail a little bit on that. I know you've talked about it probably a lot of times. But just a
I've
quick
spoken
little.
about a lot, but it's mostly just like a lot of businesses and like buildings, and
Corporations, let's call it, yeah.
They see me as a threat because I like
'Cause you're living life. That's
I'll
why.
expose the flaws in their security or something
Oh
like
my
that,
God.
and then they'll go through like high court proceedings
Yeah.
to put something on me, which is called an injunction.
Oh.
And an injunction is basically like a high court restraining order which lasts for like 999 years.
Oh my god.
So it's like even
It's one
after
of
I'm
those just
dead, I won't
bullshit.
be able to fucking go.
Yeah, it's like-
999.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Even
come
if
over
he-
when I'm a
trust me.
spirit, you know, like.
Even if Elon Musk downloads me on a hard drive, I can't even fucking go there, man, ever.
Hey Elon, that's we'll send you some footage. Yeah, we gotta get Harry.
But yeah, bro, it's literally just because like they've seen my videos.
Yeah, that's the
and-
main thing. Like you said, security breach.
Yeah.
I can slightly understand, but I'm like, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
they can see what you're doing with it. Like I'm sure once they came to you and said, "This is what you're doing wrong," and try to take it, you'd be like, "Listen, here's my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Here's my aim, my vision, and my
Yeah.
mission of what I'm trying to do." Like
Yeah.
it's clearly not intentionally to
any-
fucking
yeah,
breach your
violent, yeah,
security.
for sure.
I'm not like, I don't know, causing disruption.
Exactly.
I'm just fucking.
I mean, see, this is the thing. Like when I have been arrested or had police troubles in the past, or like if I've been in a building and like police have like surrounded the building and we've been arrested. At first, their first impression is, oh, this guy is a criminal. He's a robber. He's trying to break in and steal stuff,
He's-
vandalize, blah blah blah. And then they catch me, and I'm sure nice, respectful
Yeah,
young
man,
boy,
exactly.
young man, young boy, little boy, like a respectful guy who.
Yeah.
And I literally say to him, look, I have no bad intentions.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I caused all this problem, but I'm literally just here just to take some
Exactly,
cool photos.
man. This is how I
And
make my living. I'm doing what I
trying
love.
to be creative. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to do. At least I'm not on the road selling drugs and
Yeah,
stabbing
man.
up kids and blah, blah, blah,
Exactly.
like a lot of other people are.
Especially
and
in
then
London.
Once you break that barrier with police, most of the time, they realise you're just a nice person and end up
Yeah,
having
that's
fun
what I mean.
with
They
them
don't
and
know who
chilling,
you are,
like-
but once they meet you, they get your energy.
Exactly,
It's-
exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, like the first time I met both of you guys, like you're just genuine people that are
Thank
doing
you.
what you love, man. You
Thank
know,
you.
like you guys are killing it. And you, Ben, any troubles with the police in the past?
He's a good boy, man.
I just
I'm
had to
like-
put it out
I'm like the
there.
polar opposite to Harry. I haven't got in any trouble with the police ever, I don't think. No, I don't think ever. Maybe like, I wouldn't even call it a failure. I don't really have many failures because they've all been like just learning curves for me. But
Exactly, I like
That's
that.
a good point.
I like
that.
I don't really see him as
Yeah,
failures.
100%.
I appreciate him big time.
Exactly.
other than like just like doing the wrong kind of content, but I was just like me. I met like this group of friends. I became really close friends with them and started doing like the same kind of content they were doing, and they were just doing like vlogs of me just with each other's like just their lives, like daily
Yeah,
vlogs
daily
and stuff.
vlogs.
And this wasn't really my thing. Like, I didn't really like enjoy it that much. Like I enjoyed it, but I don't think I was ever really gonna get that far. Like it
You
wasn't.
didn't
really,
feel that oomph. you
Yeah,
know,
it
to,
wasn't.
like-
I just knew
yeah.
it wasn't what I wanted to do, and then I started like putting a ton of effort into my videos, filming for a whole week, doing a challenge for a whole week.
Yeah, so quickly
editing
go into
for a whole
detail what
week.
you do. Like,
Um,
run into Harry if you
I
like,
do like-
what type of videos are you in now? Like, because it is really, really cool, interesting videos like that you do.
Thank you. It's like half of it's like travel content. So I
Yeah.
do a lot of travel stuff where I'll go find the cheapest flight somewhere, or I've done like the cheapest first class flight and try to find a lot of cheap stuff, like cheap versus expensive stuff, you know, that typical stuff. And like I lived in a different country for a week or whatever.
I think they're very like objective basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there's
Every
always-
video has an objective.
Objective, which
That's
is
what I
good.
try
You
to
know what
do.
your goal is, and you're gonna
Yeah.
complete that goal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I do a lot of other week challenges at home too. Like I try to wake up at like 5 a.m. every day for a week.
Yeah.
I'm doing one where I sleep 2 hours
It's
a
like
night.
self-improvement as well.
Yeah,
in a way.
just
Yeah, for
random stupid things. That
And
no
didn't you
one-
ride a bicycle from like fucking?
Oh yeah.
What was that?
I rode a Boris bike.
Boris
which is
bike.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
You know what Boris bikes are,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Isn't those rental bikes?
Yeah,
Like those
yeah,
red
yeah.
ones or something. Yeah.
I rode one of those to France.
To France, so you rode a bicycle from England to France.
Yeah.
You took the ferry, you go over.
Yeah, no, I took it on the Eurotunnel. Those bikes,
The Boris bike, we love it.
they're like
Brexit.
4 times the weight of normal bikes,
Yeah.
and they are like horrible.
Horrible.
They're like 3 gears. They're the worst things.
Which is so weird to have one in France as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it must
it's
look
such
at
a
you.
London
Yeah,
thing. Like.
especially the French. You know how the
Yeah.
French are. No offense.
I'm pretty sure one ended up in Nairobi.
Really?
Like they found one in. It was on
I'm
Twitter.
gonna have to
There
beat
was a Boris bike in Nairobi.
In Nairobi, in
Yeah.
I
Kenya.
might try to take to Australia, you know.
Oh my god! Take on the
sequel.
furthest you can possibly get from.
Oh,
London.
there you go.
That'd be a
Video
banger.
idea.
But then, would you have to pay for that whole time? Because you can't steal them. Bro. I don't know if I can say this.
No, I'm not. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say.
I'm not
anything.
gonna say it just in case.
I won't
worry.
say the name, but.
TFL are pricks, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
Oh! Wait, is something happening?
No, nothing. But I just know they are, so I'm not gonna risk
Well,
anything.
I've got a good example, but I don't know if I want to say the name. I'll whisper to you.
Just don't say his name. Just don't say his name. Just keep it anonymous.
We can bleep it. No, I'm joking. Don't
I don't
say his
care.
name.
But he might.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, he
Yeah.
had a case with TFL.
What is
because
TFL quickly?
TFL is Transport for London.
Okay.
They're like in charge of all
Okay, so
transport for
bicycles,
London.
like the
Bicycles,
underground.
tube,
Okay.
Yeah.
roads, all
Sweet.
that stuff.
Everything.
My friend who's
Yeah.
a big YouTuber from the UK,
Yeah.
took a Boris bike, spray painted it all black and like customized it. And bro, they fully tried to like
For
take
bicycle.
him to court.
You see,
for
that's
stealing
vandalism
property
and all this.
So I haven't had anything, but I returned.
Yeah, you
he's like,
returned it.
he's like, I haven't had anything. I'm
See,
clean.
I don't see why you couldn't pay. Like you paid.
As
for
long
it
as you get it back,
Yeah.
mate, I
and
think
got
you
it
should be
back.
good.
So what's the problem?
Yeah, because you have to return it within 24 hours, otherwise they charge you like £300.
Well,
But
how long's the flight from London to Australia?
I'd have to find a free-spirited Boris bike. You sometimes find them just about.
But I had a Boris bike, my personal Boris bike in London. That,
My personal one.
I hid in my friend's garden.
You just whipped it out every
for
time.
months, bro. Months. And I just had it in my mate's garden.
Yeah, you find them just about somewhere.
So would you say you prefer the Boris bicycle or a nice little Vario bike, motorbike here in Bali?
100%.
Yeah.
Bro, there's Boris bikes. Wait,
You are good. Harry is a good driver, to be fair.
I'm decent, man. What?
The first night I met him, actually, we went out. We were in this little big party. Where
Yeah.
it was quite
Bro,
far
he was
out, you
there
know.
as well,
Yeah,
bro.
Ben
Yeah,
pulled
like
up the
that.
night he arrived. He
straight
actually
off
came.
my flight, I was just
Straight
like,
off the flight.
I was like, bro, you need to
We're
come
at
to
this
this party.
like yeah.
I was
We're
like,
out in like Purinan, which is like out of nowhere from like the main town. It's like 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
And it was raining, and I was like, okay, these boys like they just come from London. I don't know if they're like
Yeah.
driving a bike properly, but hey, I was gonna say respect. You guys kept up. You guys drove well.
I drove a bike for like 4 years in London. So
Okay, sweet.
I've got the techniques.
You've got the techniques.
to
You got the
back it up.
license.
Yeah.
So what would you guys say is your dream collab? If you could make a video or make a piece of content, it doesn't have to be specifically a YouTube video, or just do a project with anyone in the world.
Dream collab.
Anyone, your dream collab.
Mine would be Fiasco, I think.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a very good
because
one.
like when I was making the content which I didn't enjoy and I don't think was that good, I used to watch their videos all the time and I was like, damn,
I've
this
seen them, bro.
content's
I remember
amazing.
watching when they were no one.
Yeah,
and to
no,
see what
literally.
they've done and become,
Literally.
like, but that's it. If you have a good movement,
Yeah.
it's only gonna happen over time. Time
Yeah.
is your best friend if you're
Yeah.
doing something good, you know.
Yeah, and they've really inspired me to put a lot of effort into my videos, make more meaningful videos. So,
You know they DM'd me back in
Really?
the day.
Wow.
When they
Yeah.
were like just blowing up, they
Wow.
DM'd me to link up and I missed their DM.
Oh.
And then I went on their thing and I accidentally clicked on on Instagram. I accidentally clicked on messages and I
So
saw
it's
they
seen.
messaged me. And it was 2019 and the message said 2017.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
days.
Fuck,
Just be
man.
like, hey mate, sorry, I just
wish
found
I-
my phone. It's 2
Bro, I
years
messaged-
later.
I messaged
Just
them
finished
back.
my dinner.
Yeah, I messaged them back
Nah, it's
and
too
bro,
late,
they've
though.
seen it. And
Yeah,
just
nah. They're like, fuck,
Yeah.
we'll message you back in 2 years.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, mad.
So yes, theory, and what would you say, Harry?
Oh, it's such a tough one.
Yeah, it is a tough question. You can say two if you want, but let's just say if you had to have one, gun to your head.
Gun to my head, I had to collab with my favourite
Lana
ever
Rhodes.
creator. Ha! Riley Reid.
Shout out.
There's some creators who I actually love and I would love to collab with,
Yeah, but it wouldn't work.
but in terms of like what would be sick for my channel,
Yeah,
like
just two different things,
business-wise,
exactly.
They're
Business-wise.
different. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll say my business one.
Alright.
I'll say my,
Yeah,
my like
there you go, good
one of
one.
my dream ones
Yeah.
of people that like inspire me. Probably, I don't know if you know him, but he's a creator called Colin Furs.
I don't know about it.
Didn't you do that, like building like the
So
shit in his...
he's literally like a crazy British inventor
Yeah,
who builds like the bro. He built a hover bike.
Oh my god!
In
So
his-
he's
in
just
his
like a
shed.
fucking
He has a bunker,
talented
like a bunker.
motherfucker as
bro.
well as a video creator.
Yeah, he's like the sickest inventor. And he, like, anything you can imagine, he can just build it. Like, crazy stuff. He's got, like, an underground bunker in his garden and, like, he's got...
So he's ready
mad
for
stuff.
the zombie
his
or
videos,
COVID, whatever's next.
Yeah, like, I've been watching his videos for, like, 10 plus years.
Okay, so, like, yeah.
I would love to collab with him and be
Yeah.
unreal. But business-wise...
Business-wise, you know, business is business. Pleasure is
Mr.
pleasure.
Beast.
Mr. Beast. Hey,
yeah,
you know what was in my head?
Yeah.
Views, baby.
Bro,
Yeah.
like,
40 mil views.
yeah.
It's crazy, man, what that guy does.
Crazy.
And it's just a
Yeah.
fucking...
Bro, didn't he, like, give someone 1 million subs? But,
Yeah.
Like, shout him
Really?
out.
Something like that. The statistics on that guy's... Like, when he goes to brands and he's like, here's my portfolio...
Bro.
The
They're
piece...
like, yeah, we don't think we have budget for this.
Yeah,
so-
it's just... Man, it's
How much do you
ridiculous.
reckon he gets per sponsored post? Because, bro, his videos get minimum.
Well, honestly,
like 30 mil.
I don't really know.
There's like a cap.
I don't really know what the
It's like
average...
a- It's
the-
like... so
you guys
hard
will
to
have a
come
better
across
estimate
big.
than me.
I think he genuinely probably gets like 500k.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like
500K.
yeah,
That's
150
500K.
grand.
Because getting bigger than that,
Man,
it's
minimum,
like,
bro.
gonna be tough.
He's okay. What a standard video is 35 million views.
Yeah.
Every video.
Every video.
And they
Some are
grow
50.
constantly.
That's like the World Cup, bro. Like the Champions League
true.
final. How
Yeah,
much watch the
shit.
Champions League final? Like
That
100,
is
200
true.
million. That's like a quarter of that.
Yeah.
And you know how much fucking ads
Bro,
go
that's
for?
you know he's got more views than all of the population of the world.
Oh my
He's
god.
got
Really?
7.8 billion
Billion.
views, which
Mate.
means that
He's a
people have
genius
to
though.
watch his videos
He's
like many
he's
times.
smart. He's got
Bro.
that niche and he's
YouTube
got
genius.
it. Yeah,
YouTube
exactly.
genius.
He's made for the platform.
And the mad thing is, he isn't even like that good on camera. Like, if you watched it, did you watch the live stream?
Yeah, he's not good. He's an
Bro,
awkward
the
guy.
live stream was
Yeah.
so it was like actually painful to watch.
Yeah, it's
like.
crazy. But bro, I've
But,
studied.
like,
yeah, I've
but
been-
he's a genius.
yeah.
He's
I've been
just a
studying
genius,
his
yeah.
videos.
No,
and,
you
like,
got to when you're in the industry.
Yeah.
You got to look at your
Yeah, for
competitors.
sure,
You know,
man. I've been
100%.
studying his videos, and it's like, bro, he'll have literally his thing is get the maddest thumbnail and title
Oh,
you can possibly get.
Possibly, yeah.
Like I gave away an island.
Yeah.
Mad.
Mad.
Everyone
I
keeps
gave
doing
away
it.
10 Lamborghinis.
Bro, and then what he does is he gives the audience a gift within the first like
30
5
seconds,
Bro,
yeah.
it will start.
So that hooks
and
you.
instantly, I gave away an island. And you're like, whoa.
Whoa! How do I get an island?
He actually gave away an island. And then
Do you think he actually does though? Would you say 80%?
No, I think he does.
I think
did.
80% of it he does do, but like I said, there's that
Because Chandler made
20%.
like videos about it. Did you see? Because he gave the island to him and he had to like.
He's
sell
just
it.
always
Oh, really?
stacked
Yeah,
with
his taxes
cash
were, like,
as well.
20K.
Oh yeah. See, that's another issue. Is like when he I watched Casey Neistat's video about his taxes.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
Oh,
that
man.
must be like the most stressful thing ever. Because
Jesus.
well, it could all be a tax write-off, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It
it
just-
also
it probably is.
It's given
Makes
away
sense.
from business. Yeah. It's genius. But like that just proves that you don't even need to be like that good on camera. You don't even need to be like a personality.
Nah.
If you,
It's all
if you
about
can
the
make-
audience, man.
If you can
People
structure
these
a video,
days will watch anything.
yeah, keep people engaged and just make something new and interesting.
Like
people are gonna
this
watch
right
it.
here is a TV now, and
Yeah.
the TV is a
Straight.
radio.
Straight.
That is exactly what our industry is
Evolution.
going
Yeah.
to do. Like,
But yeah, like Mr. Beast, he just has studied exactly what the YouTube algorithm wants,
exactly.
and he gives it to
Everyone
them.
forgets that there's
He
an
just
algorithm
gives
behind
the
it.
algorithm
Yeah.
exactly
what he
it
wants, he feeds
and
it.
He just
And
gives
it's
the
paying
people
off.
what they want. Yeah, straight man. It's
Hats
crazy.
off to him again. Well
For real.
done. So you say you do travel videos, right? And let's say you're back in the UK. You're flying back on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your recent videos have been traveling. So how often do you think to yourself, like, okay, you're back in London, you're making video, you're gonna be, okay, I need to leave London and I need to get a video filmed.
Yeah.
So do you make yourself a schedule and let's say every month you try to fly to a different location?
Yeah, well, after
Or is it completely spontaneous? You wake up one morning, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Greece tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much most of it is spontaneous, but I'm trying to get a schedule because I'm trying to upload 4 times a month, and
Okay.
I've been awful. Like I would just go like a month without uploading, and then just upload again.
Don't worry
and then
about it.
go
We've all
another
been there
month,
before,
but,
I'm sure.
Like yeah, I'm about to employ a friend to help me edit, to help me plan, to help me come up with those ideas, like book things, come with me and everything like that.
A team is
'Cause
important.
I
That's
just can't. I
so
just
important.
can't do it by myself, and I want to keep
trust me.
improving the
Yeah.
quality. and otherwise I'll just sit there and I won't get any content out. And I need that for the consistency.
It's that's one of my biggest issues. That was one of my biggest issues, is thinking I can do everything myself.
Yeah,
I want to be able to do it myself because I'm so picky.
Yeah,
I'm the pickiest person ever.
100%, I can
piss
relate.
him off so much because he'll edit something and I'll be like, can you change that, like that, and maybe just a bit more. Actually, just give me the project. I'll finish it off.
I know.
But it's hard to get someone that's like really good, but it just does take a while, and like
it'll take time.
I'm getting it.
If you manifest and put it out in the universe, something will come your way.
Yeah,
like something what I'm gonna do with Kais.Eye as well down the other media revenues. I'm gonna create a team around it. So there's gonna be like the athletes of Kais.Eye. There's gonna be the content creators. There's gonna be the surfers. You know, so there's gonna be a team, baby. You know what I mean? That's what I'm exactly like you. I was like, I want to do everything on my own. I can do it on my own because I'm a single child. Like my family is me and my mom. You know, so I've always been like independent, and I've always been able to do things on my own from a young age, but it's not true. Yeah. You can get to levels on your own, but if you want to make that top level, you need a team, man.
It's so hard to stay motivated as well. Like that's my main
exactly.
issue.
Your friends motivate you.
Yeah, I make a schedule, I'll do it for a little bit, and then like
you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with.
And it just stresses me out, and like that's what I'm really trying to plan for the new year. Now taking like a few weeks, not worried too much about getting the content straight out, just making sure for the new year I'm just ready and I've got my plan. And
for me, I do kind of hate the saying, don't work harder, work smarter. Let me just... I hate the cliche saying like, don't work harder, work smarter, because I think you do need to work hard, but it does apply to a certain degree. Like when I was like 2 years ago, there was a point where I was literally so focused
grinding
on doing everything myself, making videos, and like I would literally be like all-nighters at least twice a week. Yeah. So like 2 all-nighters a week. Yeah. Every day out filming, blah blah blah, going crazy. But what killed me was those all-nighters, is having to stay up all night. And
that's the smart aspect coming into it.
And I'm like I can do it myself. I can do it. And now I have someone help me film. I have someone help me edit. And all I do is I focus all my time and energy on the creative aspects of it. So I focus on the concepts, the planning, the logistics, and now that I have that spare time, it's like I'm not doing these all-nighters, so I'm not filming a video and I'm like half asleep.
Exactly.
I'm more healthy.
Saw the quality
I can focus
rise.
on myself. So when you do have that team, it just allows you to shift your time and focus on all these other things that will inevitably help you in the long run to make better content anyway.
It's like preparing yourself for the future.
Exactly.
That's the thing. I think that comes with experience as well.
Yeah,
the more you do it, the more you realize
I've learned my health is like really important as well. You can't just like be like, I'm gonna work like every day like these crazy entrepreneurs and people you see at night. It's just like bullshit, not that realistic sometimes.
You see all these videos, it's like, you grind 24 hours and you're gonna make a drop shipping Shopify website, and it's like, mate, come on. Like
these man must be taking like Adderall.
It's a fucking joke. Yeah, 100%.
Like wired off their brains. I just can't do it. Like I just can't do it for that long.
You need rest, man.
I looked into like billionaires and what their actual schedule's like, and like, bro, most of them just like go to work 9 to 5. And then once they're done, they'll go home and just
read a
spend
book
time with their family, read, have a bubble bath, like chill. And then it gets them ready for the next day.
Your ideas are flowing.
Best decisions they can.
Yeah. Exactly.
Most on point you can possibly be.
100%, not 50-50.
For sure.
100.
Facts.
But yeah.
Okay.
Facts.
We only said 2 pieces of advice.
Oh yeah, shit. We went down into it hard. Okay, quick one more. See, he's clocking on to me. Harry will be hosting the podcast next week. I'll be on the couch.
Another piece of advice. Okay, we'll do quick ones.
Just quick fire.
Learn to appreciate your mistakes. I know we kind of said that.
No,
but like,
it's different.
When you're in a mistake and you're like in that moment where you've made a mistake, it will feel like the most shit feeling, really intense, and that those feelings that you're feeling are never gonna end. Trust me, it will go, and you look back and you'll appreciate so much.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because it will build you. Those times build you.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah. You, Ben, quick one. He's quick like, fuck. He put me on the spot. Harry's on another 10. I feel like.
Bro, it's just have a good plan as well. This is what I find really hard for my videos. Is if I'm filming a video and I don't have my next video planned afterwards, I don't have that much motivation to finish it, because I'm like, I don't actually have my next thing in line to do, if you know what I mean. If I have my next like video, the one after that all planned, I'm like, okay, I need to finish this so I can move on to the next project. It's like anything, and like if you didn't at work, you didn't have another like thing to do after that. You're not gonna get through it quickly. Just be like, oh, I've got all the time in the world. So just like
scheduling basically.
Scheduling, and planning really well is important.
100%.
I'm sticking to it as well.
I'm gonna give a quick two quick ones. I would say something I live by is never try, never know.
Yeah.
I was taught that at a young age in the Gili Islands. Like, you know, the locals live by it. It's like you gotta try everything. Not everything, obviously, but like if you just try everything, you're gonna learn from it and you're gonna grow. So never try, never know. And another thing is honestly just writing something down. Writing your thoughts down, and just if you don't have a notebook in 2020 or 2021 that we're going into, mate, go and buy a notebook.
Yeah. Buy a notebook.
my
Kais.Eye notebooks coming soon.
My notepad on my phone is like full.
Yeah.
So my whole life.
you gotta get a book.
It is
that is very, very, very important. So you were in LA, no, for the fight between Kais.Eye and Logan.
We both went together.
We were together. You both were, huh? I want a little insight on that. Some little funny details or some, because that was a fucking major event.
Yeah, that was crazy.
For the YouTube scene, for you guys, that was something that elevated you, I'm sure.
But to be there
must have been insane. Like,
yeah, bro. For me, it was literally like, I saw it was happening, and it was like a day before the fight, and I was like,
do I do it?
Am I gonna miss out on this?
Yeah.
Am I gonna book a flight?
Yeah, I swear you flew out like the day before, bro.
So I was like literally probably an hour away from missing the like opportunity to book a flight to be there on time.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I was like, okay, am I gonna drop a bag on a fucking flight? Go out there, make a video.
You get the bag back though, with that content around you, for sure.
Exactly. And I was like, bro, I'm not gonna miss it.
Yeah, you can't.
Book the flight.
Boom.
And
intuition.
Bro, the flight that I booked.
Trust your intuition.
The flight that I booked landed 2 hours before it was supposed to start.
Oh my god. So you were really fucking going for it.
I packed my shit. I went straight to the airport. Went to LA. Got on the flight. I got to LA. Went straight in a cab from the airport to the stadium.
Yeah. Oh my god. So
straight away with all my suitcases, all my bags, everything.
Mate, legend.
I remember that.
At the event,
legend.
straight into the toilet, changed into like a
You're fucking full on tuxedo, looking fresh.
I was like,
Yes.
And then gave my suitcases to like the concierge, like hold.
Oh sweet. I was gonna say, where the fuck do you bring all your bags?
I was scared because I was like, am I gonna have to bring him into the stadium?
They wouldn't let that anyway.
Yeah. So they like done like a ticket service where I gave them my bags, blah blah.
That's LA for you. They got everything.
Managed to get a ticket on using the Wi-Fi on the plane. I managed to message.
So you didn't even get hooked up a ticket, man.
I didn't have a ticket.
You see, look at this. This is.
I was like, I'll try to sneak in, but I don't know.
Pull a Nico Amalana.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna do. And then I messaged a guy that I know who's big in the UK YouTube scene, close to JJ. I think. He sorted me out a ticket, which was good, just to get in.
Yeah.
Wasn't like a ringside or anything, but just to get through the doors was sick.
Nah, man, you made that journey. You were like, come on, bro.
And then,
text me being like, Ben, you got a place to stay?
I was like, bro, can I crash at yours?
Yeah, please.
I didn't have anywhere.
I'll sleep on the sofa. It doesn't matter.
Bro,
but those are the best adventures. Yes, bro. Those are the best adventures, though, man. When you just go for it, you know, trust your intuition. And just go for it.
Bro, I got there. I'm standing in the stalls with all the other YouTubers, and me and my other friend were like, bro, I think we could get ringside, you know, like we look like YouTubers.
You sussed out the securities, you know, you're like,
sussing it out for a good half an hour, and then I just see a group of Alyssa Violet, Tana Mongu, like all of those
like, LA fucking
LA creators walking down the stairs towards ringside.
So you just hopped in.
Cool, this is
that's your cue, baby.
Bro, I was dressed like a YouTuber. Like I was ready.
That's it. You act the part,
bro. Straight up, confidence walk straight through into ringside. And then I see all the sidemen at ringside.
And you're just like, yes!
Is like,
come here!
I'm
Boys, you made it!
And then, bro, I was sitting ringside watching the whole fight.
The craziest event on YouTube history.
Bro, like sitting next to like JJ's parents, watching their reaction, and like it was.
That was insane, man.
Yeah,
see, that's it. Prop to you, bro. Yeah. Intuition, trust it.
Real. And then, I made the video. Bang.
Got that bag back, bro, so you weren't sleeping on the couch for the next couple of days.
Exactly.
Nah, it's an insane night. It was actually crazy.
And your side of the story, you were already there before.
I bought tickets, but then my friend had a ringside band, or like the one maybe just a rose like above ringside, and he just like gave me the band, and I just put it on and then went in. And watched the fight. It was crazy. And like at the end as well, do you remember when they were like, and the winner is from
man,
United
Kingdom.
It's just
Mate,
like,
I was watching that on my phone. I was on a boat in Flores, in Labuan Bajo. So like island hopping around these islands in Indonesia, man. I was like, I'm not missing this, bro. Like, because it became a full thing. Like, you know, I'm from the UK. I was like, fuck these Americans, you know, like. And when it said United Kingdom, I was on the boat, just like, yes. Everyone's what the fuck you doing? It's like, no, that was in there. That the goosebumps, man, must have been insane. And the parties after.
Did you see my video that I made from it?
I did. It was a class.
Bro, I tried to make it the most epic
it was a sick video. Hats off to that.
I put it on Twitter and Insta. I think it got like 2 mil views on Twitter or something like that, maybe 1 mil.
Yeah,
that clip of you, like, I don't know if you're with Calix or something. Who are you?
Yeah, with me and Calix.
And you're just like,
and
you were like, United.
Wild, man,
so
bro.
good.
The energy on that night.
Oh man! And you all get fucked up after.
Oh, that's a funny story as well. That's a hilarious story.
This is the type of story I want to hear.
That night was like, you know, like in like a film scene, like a movie.
It didn't feel real.
It was literally like the ending of a movie, like the climax of a film. That's how it felt. I was like, bro, I'm in a movie.
Yeah, you're just high on life. Crazy. You know when you're high on life.
Did you see Josh Peters' video with the fake Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
So
Josh Peters, Casper's mate. Yeah, the ginger guy.
Yeah. So he was there.
That is hilarious.
The fake Ed Sheeran was at the fight. They snuck him in everything. And the after party was at One Oak, right? And obviously we weren't on any list.
Club in LA.
Yeah.
No, you can't get in without.
We obviously weren't on the list or anything.
Like, you pulled up with this
bro. We pulled up and they didn't let us in.
Yeah, they were.
And you pulled up
being like, nah, you can't come in. Like being the rudest girl ever. Like so rude to us.
Yeah, well they are, man. LA is like, come on, fucking hell.
And then they had no idea who it was. And then fucking Josh Peters is at the front and he goes,
I'm with Ed Sheeran.
Come.
And the fake Ed Sheeran comes and the lady was like, oh, we're so sorry, come in, didn't realise
we didn't know who you were.
And we're like, we are with Ed Sheeran.
And the fake Ed was like, yeah, all these guys are coming in with me. And then bro, the guy, I overheard the guy speaking to him and he was like, Ed, anything you need, tables, bottles, drinks, whatever you need.
I got you, bro.
They were bringing out bottles all night. They were playing Ed Sheeran songs.
Fuck off. But who paid for it all?
Like cornered.
I'm in love with the shit.
They from you.
So
they like cornered off like JJ's section of the club, and everyone was staring because Ed Sheeran was there. Like everyone in the club was like stood on their tables, like looking over.
But he did look identical to him. So Josh must have just found this bloke and was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking.
And he's like from North. He was like had like a Manchester accent.
Yeah. When I first saw him, bro, we were in a bar before going out to the clubs and stuff. And then I was with all the other YouTubers and I turn around and I see him and I was like, what the fuck? And then bro, he sees me and he goes, Nightscape, I love your videos. I was like, I actually thought he was
oh my god.
Bro, I thought you were Ed and you were like a fan for a sec. And I realised his voice was different.
Is this guy just some standard bloke? Like
bro, just a guy.
He's just a guy. Just a guy from Manny.
It's just his job now.
I'm pretty sure he does it.
100% after that. Everyone's on the lookout for him now because he must get some benefits in life.
I've never seen anyone look like that. Look like someone else like that.
That much. And to pull it through in LA, like where it's like top tier celebrities, you know, and he was just maneuvering his way through.
Crazy.
So let's.
I'd love to know how they felt when they saw the video. Though.
Yeah, they got mugged off. That's what you get.
Probably banned from One Oak.
Definitely. Mate, he's just ticking off blacklisted venues everywhere he goes. Hopefully nothing happens here in Bali that I gotta help you out with, bro. Okay, so let's say, what is one common myth / stereotype associated with your profession?
That's easy. Probably. I think a lot of YouTubers think it's like, YouTube is such an easy job.
Oh no.
You just fucking film stuff and put it on the internet and you get to do whatever you want. It's like, okay, fair enough.
You do not see what goes behind the curtain, my friend.
You don't see behind the scenes, man.
Yeah, exactly.
There's definitely different levels to, I think, like how much effort people put in and like different content. But just on a whole, like everyone thinks it's a lot easier than it is.
Okay.
Like all the behind the scenes, like
it's kind of shrugged off.
You're running your own business, you know.
Man.
You got tax. You got
your
about,
brand.
like you got no set salary. You need to pay for things. Like I spend tens of thousands of like pounds, like
collaboration,
myself, design, intros,
equipment, editing,
newest equipment.
Man, the list goes on.
It's endless.
Yeah.
It's endless.
You got to think of something new every day to do. You know, in a job, you know what you're gonna give, and here's what you're doing. Do it.
And at a point, like if you've been doing YouTube for a long enough time, you're essentially running a production company.
Oh, 100%.
That's essentially what you're doing.
And you're the production
you are
yourself.
You are running like a TV channel.
And And there's no security either. That's the thing about it. Like there is no security. Like we like literally next year, we're not gonna let it happen. But we could be on like making no money. Like we could.
Bro,
just,
I got demonetized. I lost my main stream of income for a year.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
It's like that's why I respect Nelk. Like those guys,
true.
man. Shout out to Nelk boys. Like what they do is insane.
Next level.
They're literally they're getting like what 20 million views, 50 million views, and they're getting like $3 on the video, and they're just banging out merch sales like it's no tomorrow.
Must go like
mate 300
another level.
I calculated it the other day. I don't want to get into the numbers, but it's insane. Like what they and it's sold out in an hour like this. It's crazy. And
But
again,
I mean,
like
they have like when they go live, they have like 120,000 people
on their website
on the site
before it even launches. It's
wild.
it's wild, man.
That's ridiculous.
My friend's actually in university at the moment in Vancouver, and he's like saying like their whole movement, that full send like agenda, like he's just got people with full send tats walking around university and stuff.
I feel like it's gonna be like the new Supreme sort of.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
they've ripped off Supreme.
Yeah,
you can't not forget about that. But man, you know, give them credits for what they've done. Like limited, that's limited like clothing. Like it's you buy it, you have it. It's not gonna be released again.
Yeah.
And their content, they're like it's so good.
It's so good.
Love it, man.
Like
Man,
you
that
gotta
Salim the Dream is a
Oh,
fucking the most hilarious guy, man.
It's too funny.
Funny motherfuckers, literally. All right, so switch topic again now. Back to traveling. out of all the countries you've been to, because I'm sure you obviously are a travel content creator. You've been to quite a fair amount of countries yourself as well. Yeah, exactly. What would you say is your favorite country you've been to, and your worst country you've been to, and why?
That's such a tough one.
Yeah, that is a really tough one.
Oh.
My favorite is probably either Bali.
Okay, I was waiting for one of that one. I was like, come on, Bali
Greece,
at least.
or Greece.
Yeah, Mykonos or whereabouts in Greece?
Yeah,
Mykonos is wild.
I didn't make any videos.
Mykonos is a nice little holiday with the lads.
Yeah, it was amazing.
But I do prefer Ibiza over Mykonos, to be fair.
But I mean, this is the first place in Asia I've ever been to. So
really? This is your first time in Asia?
Yeah, literal first time.
Wow.
Haven't been South America either. I've only really done like a lot of Europe and a tiny bit of America. So I've like traveled a lot, but I haven't been to too many places.
What would you say is how many total countries have you been to?
I think it's like 30 something.
30. Mainly Europe. Africa? I've been to like 80, 90. But that's all to my mom. My mom started taking me traveling when I was young, man. That's what I'm quite like comfortable with traveling and like being who I am and doing shit from a young age. I give that all to traveling, man. Traveling is number one learning, growth, and knowledge you'll have in your life.
Up your mind.
Yeah, exactly. Just being able to put yourself in a situation you're not comfortable with, meeting new people, helping locals, doing this, doing that. It's the best thing for you.
Yeah, seeing all the different cultures.
Yeah.
Like the how people are in different countries depending on their environment. Like here, I mean, what's minimum wage here? Like a couple $1 a day. Yeah, these people
$100 bucks a month. Some people are getting paid.
These people are the nicest. Like always want to help you.
Balinese locals are the most humble, most respectful.
Yeah, exactly.
People you're ever gonna meet in your life.
For real, man.
And you go to like France and places like that where taxis charge you like
Paris.
€100 for like an hour.
Yeah.
And they're like just horrible, like not all the time. Obviously, I'm not stereotyping. But
and here, like you forget your key in your bike, for example. Let's just say they're not gonna steal your motorbike. They're gonna leave a note in your bike where the key was, and like your key's over here. Like it's just little things like that, you know. Like
sure, man. I love it here.
Yeah. So grateful, like to have this place and call it my home.
My favorite and worst country.
So you're going with Mykonos and Bali as your favorite.
Yeah.
And your worst?
Probably.
That you've been to.
I don't even know. Like.
Okay, this man's big man, hasn't been to any shit countries.
It's not a country, but when I went to the Shetland Islands.
Where?
They're like the islands really, really north of Scotland.
All right. Okay.
Scotland's.
No, it was in Scotland, but I don't want to say Scotland.
Is Scotland a country?
Yeah, Scotland.
Scotland is its own country.
Scotland is a country.
Yeah, but it was a Shetland Island. So I'm not.
Technically, it's another country.
It is.
You're saying Scotland's the worst country.
No, I'm not saying Scotland.
He's hating on Scotland.
No, everyone's gonna hate
all the Scottish viewers.
No. When I went to Shetland Islands,
you did say Scotland's not a country though, so that's equally as bad.
No, I said Scotland is a country. I said Scotland is a country.
If it has a flag, it's a country. Okay?
Yeah, no, it is a country.
It wasn't the worst place. Because of the place.
No. It was just compared to where you've been to.
It was absolutely tipping it down, and I was hiking to like the most northern point of the island.
Mate, that sounds dreadful.
And bro, I've never experienced so much wind and rain in my life. I had my head like down like this the whole time.
Well, it's so
my
cold,
whole
it
body,
hurts.
my pants, everything was dripping. My shoes were still wet when I was on the ferry the next night. Like it was just it was so much like it was just really
just not a good time overall.
No, but I haven't really had any places that I've been like, this is a really,
Fair
really
enough.
bad place to be fair. I'm always open to like how they're different and like everywhere has their pros and cons.
Open mind. Mr. Harry.
Oh, this is such a hard question.
Just pick your favourite one. That's where the hottest girls are.
I know he's
we
taking...
love Sweden, everyone.
Oh, it's just come on. We all love Swedish women. That's the only reason we like Sweden. Come on.
Okay.
Malmo's sick. I need to go to Stockholm though. I haven't been to Stockholm.
Oh, really?
I really want to go to Stockholm.
Yeah, I want to do more Scandinavia, definitely. Been Norway.
Copenhagen's amazing.
Yeah, I still need...
Christiania and Copenhagen, I love.
Amazing
city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Harry.
My most favourite... I can't
just say Bali. I know you want to, bro.
Okay. So, I just love Southeast Asia. Like, so much. I love...
Thailand, Bangkok, you like?
Yeah, I loved Thailand. I loved Vietnam.
Vietnam's sick. Cambodia, you been?
Bali.
Yeah. It's different though, man.
It feels like... it's so hard. It's so hard. I would say I prefer Bali mainly because of the people there. The people here.
Yeah.
I said it like...
No, I get what you're saying.
Like the people here.
The locals.
Because Vietnam is amazing, beautiful country.
Yeah.
But everyone there...
It's a different
or
vibe.
people you meet is traveling and partying and blah, blah, blah. Here...
They're making moves.
They're making moves.
Yeah,
they're
man.
actually like focused, chasing goals.
Yes.
Everyone's on the same.
That's actually a very, very good point, man.
So I think I prefer being based in Bali 100%.
Yeah, travel-wise.
Travel-wise, it's
obviously it's different because you're on holiday. You want to be getting like partied. You want to get fucked up.
I'm down, bro.
Kai, give us the links. We're gonna build a house.
Yeah. Soon, boys. I got you guys. Trust me. I was talking to Ben the other day. Like,
really?
With that money you got saved up, literally just
I'm
5 hours of land, like down Sese Prayer, not even past. Wait 2 to 3 years, mate. You get 250 grand back.
I'm interested. You know?
No, seriously. Even you guys get a nice villa built, even if you're not here, like I'll help you manage it. You'll get people in. That's an Airbnb fee. Even if you're living here, you can have a content house, bro, where you're here with all your homies.
Bro. Imagine we had like,
mate.
Because man, right now, like the way that a lot of creators are struggling in other countries is because of COVID. They're like,
they
don't have any option to make content. They don't know what to do. They're so stuck for like they can't travel, can't do this, can't do that. So bro, imagine we said, look, we're doing this content house or whatever.
Everyone just
jump at the idea.
Oh, mate. The funds is not an issue at all. Building, land-wise, legality, I've got you guys sorted for that. And like
paying for a house.
Honestly, boys, I can see it happening. And Indonesia has endless fucking like adventures. Yeah. Like you can, you know, there's like 18 to 24,000 islands in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Like
crazy.
No, like literally. Let me fact check that.
Worst country.
Let me fact check that quickly while you say your worst country.
That's such a hard question as well. Okay.
Yeah, 17,500 islands in Indonesia.
17,500 islands.
And 8 to be precise.
That's wild.
It's wild, bro.
17,000.
You know, Indonesia has one of the highest populations in the world.
508.
What's the population of Indonesia? It's like mad, right?
Population?
Like, it's one of the highest.
Where's the worst place you've been, Harry? Come on.
Okay. I love every country that I've been to.
All right.
But I'd say the most like kind of culture shocking, I want to leave here place I've been is probably like when I was in Morocco, Marrakesh.
Yeah, Morocco is a bit of a tough city,
in
man.
Marrakesh, specifically in Marrakesh. The rest of the country is incredible.
Yeah.
But I think in Marrakesh, I really didn't expect how intense it was going to be because
the locals are really.
I went during COVID. And there's really no tourists there.
Yeah.
And me and my brother and my dad went.
Yeah.
And we went to like the middle of the center of Marrakesh, like the biggest square there.
That market.
And I've never been hassled like that in my entire life. Like everyone, like hello my friend, milkshake,
grabbing you and
grabbing me, trying to like
pickpocket,
sell me drugs or steal my shit and like.
No,
I love the country, but that part of Marrakesh was just so intense to me.
That that Arab nationality, though, they are just quite intense people.
Yeah, true,
especially the males.
True.
Like how they treat females over there is.
I've heard it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's horrible. If you're a blonde girl and you go to
it's not good.
Yeah, that's the maddest thing.
It's mad.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, the way they treat women there is wild. But it's like, is it like a Sharia law country?
I don't think it's Sharia law, especially, but it is some sort of Muslim.
Yeah.
Like, so there is a lot of places in Indonesia where you have tough Sharia law, like in Sulawesi, I think, or Sumatra. It's bad.
That was one of the things I noticed out there was like none of the women have jobs really. They're all
this
just
is about
stay at home, do the
kids cooking, and
just that's what they do. Like they don't really have.
Women are just smarter than men, in my opinion. You need them out there. They are.
For sure.
I'm sorry, they just are.
I agree with that. We're stupid bastards, man.
267 million population for Indonesia.
267 million.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
In one country.
Yeah. I saw that the other day.
That's
I was
wild,
like, that's a lot.
Indonesia's massive.
It's mad, bro.
You don't realize how big
you don't realize how big it is.
Everyone just looks at Bali.
Yeah, everyone just thinks about Bali, bro. Literally.
The whole of Indonesia.
There's Papua, there's Flores, there's Jakarta, Sumatra, Sulawesi, there's
bro, I need
Lombok, Gillies.
Well, now you said there's 17,000 islands. I need one really small island for a video.
Yeah, like, George was talking to me about this actually.
I need it.
What are you doing?
Yeah. You want some paraglide, no?
I'm doing...
Or 24 hours on an island.
Do I want to bait it out? Yeah, I'll bait it. I don't care. When's this coming out?
Honestly, I can't give you a date, so you're good.
Okay.
That's me being completely honest.
48 hours on stranded on an island survival challenge.
Well, I'll sort you out. We'll find an island. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's quite sick.
So it's literally like, put me on a fucking island and I'm going to survive for 48 hours.
You know what you got to do? I know the perfect island for you.
Really?
100%.
Okay, let's do it.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a trip to Flores. Okay. So you go to Flores, you fly there. It's a 30-minute flight. Yeah. And you stay on a boat. You live on a boat. My homie has a boat up there. It's rooms, everything, right? Yeah. And we live in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
And just off, there's these small islands. So these sandbanks.
Yeah.
And it's like little trees. And it's honestly not much bigger than this room. Let's say
that's what I need.
Like 5 of these rooms. I'll show you pictures. I'll show you pictures on my phone.
What I need.
That is really fun.
But I want it to be like, I want the thumbnail to be like the entire island and me just standing there like...
No, get some drone... Mate, I know the perfect island for you. Let's go on a trip. Let's actually do it.
I'm down.
And if anything happens... We'll be on the boat.
Exactly.
And we can just come on a jet.
We can come partying in the boat.
We can come
down these coconuts, like.
We'll come on the little speedboat and get you. Because that's the safest routine. Because honestly, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
And I'll ask my boys over there who own the boat, the locals.
Let's do it,
and let's see if it's...
Well, let's speak about after
okay. But it's coming soon.
For sure.
So, back to you.
Yes.
You do your $1 villas compared to your $10,000 villas.
Yes.
What is the most extravagant, amazing villa you've ever stayed in? And you're like, you know what? I've banged it here. Like, this is a sick spot.
I've stayed at some pretty insane places.
So, like, location. Where was the villa at, and what was some unique features?
Probably, I haven't done it that much, to be fair. Probably the Palm. I stayed at the Palm in Dubai. It was a penthouse there. And we had our own private pool just with the skyline of like Dubai in the background.
Dubai
that was pretty insane to be fair. It wasn't really worth the money, but like that.
Mate, with that money, what you can get here.
Oh, bro.
Oh, it sounds typical.
I found a villa for you, by the way, for your video.
We need to. I'm gonna do it when I come back.
Beyonce stayed there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just added it.
I think you could do it.
Yeah, really? No, I've got no time. Anyways, either that or I stayed at one of the suites in the Shard, and like it sounds typical, but it was actually sick. They made me this YouTube plaque.
Yeah, Harry, why were you there, by the way?
Yeah, no, that was sick, and I don't know where else. I don't know. Just looked at quite a lot of places, but I honestly can't remember them. This is really bad.
No, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, sick places, but can't remember.
What's the worst injury you've ever had?
My worst injury?
I know you dislocated your shoulder, and that is a fucking nightmare because once you do that, it pops out like nothing.
My shoulder currently is in a bad.
It's not even a shoulder anymore. It's just some mashed potatoes. It's just a limp.
Yeah, I need to get the surgery. So I've dislocated it like 11 times now, and now it's getting to the point where like when I first got to Bali, on the second day I was in my Airbnb, laying on the bed on FaceTime with my arm up in the air. Bro, I sit up and it pops out.
Oh my god. That's the thing. I've had,
And it popped out and I was like, what the fuck?
But you know how to just...
Well, bro, I was alone and every time I've done it, I've had someone to pop it back in for me.
You can tell them what to do.
Like, Ollie's done it for me like 3 times.
Yeah, shout out to Ollie for setting up the equipment, by the way.
Yeah,
legend.
thanks, bro.
Shout out.
But yeah, bro, like, so what I had to do was, I was like laying there alone in my Airbnb. I was like, bro, what the fuck do I do? I was trying to like get it back in.
And Be careful you don't do it now.
Imagine. Well, so what I had to do was, I had to like hold my hand here and then get my leg and like push my arm out so it would like come back in. But yeah, I got it back in.
But I've had mates who've dislocated the shoulder, and they just tell me they can be throwing a tennis ball and just be like pop.
Bro, it almost happened yesterday at the club. I was dancing and I felt it. I was like,
mate, that at a club, especially here with a bunch of idiots around you, that's the last thing you want to happen, man.
Yeah, I need to get surgery, but it's like it's about 4 months out, and I just haven't had the time to take 4 months out.
Is it 4 months out?
So, well, my friend Barry had it, and he said it's like 3 to 4 months. So,
any significant injuries?
Bro, I've like never
broken bones. Any broken bones?
I've never broken.
I've never done it.
I've never done it.
I've literally been to the hospital like once. Like
touch some wood, brother.
Literally, like honestly, for for the dumbest things ever. Like, I think they said I dislocated my knees when I was snowboarding in France.
Oh mate, I miss the snow.
And like, yeah, me too, so much. And
that's how I did this the first fucking time.
Low key, I feel like I
snowboarding or skiing.
Skiing,
yes, my G.
Low key, I feel like I have messed up my knees for life because they are really really bad now. And if I do running,
oh mate, I tore the ligament off my knee, my whole ligament.
So not good.
Yeah, I was supposed to have surgery, but
I used to always roast my dad for having bad knees, and now it's karma.
That's karma right there, my friend.
Never broken a bone, never done anything like that.
Amen.
Broken a bone.
Never.
That's mad.
I'm chilling.
I didn't break
2021, break a bone. That's your goal.
I'm doing it, so they're quite fun to break.
So dream vehicle, boys. You've got that fat paycheck. You've done an endorsement. You've done a sick video. You have that paycheck. It's in the account. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. I've worked hard. An NMAX. Yes.
NMAX.
Yes, bro. When's your birthday? I got you with an NMAX. Don't worry about that. An NMAX. I love that.
Mine's not the maddest car, but it is my dream car. Just because it's been my dream car since I was like 15.
Yeah.
It's literally just like newest model, like 2021. Audi R8 V10 matte
Audi
black.
R8 matte black, of course, matte black. I'm with you on that.
Tinted black, completely blacked out. That's just my dream car. Just always has been.
You, Ben?
Right,
NMAX, stick you with the NMAX, but matte black NMAX.
I could be sat here for like 10 minutes.
He's like a Bugatti, Lamborghini.
E30 M3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Oh, it's a nice car.
That's a
what about the Tesla?
Oh, okay, no. I want to change my
Cybertruck.
It's just
matte black Cybertruck.
Yeah. Ooh.
Matte black Cybertruck.
Okay. I could see you whipping that, honestly. Yeah.
Imagine that in a music video.
That is your vehicle, though. Yeah. I could see you in that.
That'd be sick.
Even the Model X, man. A matte black Model X is calm.
Banger.
Nice.
You know, it's just that car is not too much, but it's just essential.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I've got to say the Rolls Royce Phantom, bro. Like,
it's just a.
It's
a great car.
It's just. I know it's something like cliche or anything, but it's just. I don't know.
Something about it.
Yeah, you know, it's like once you got one of those, you're like one day.
One little spirit of XC just like pop up. When you
get that umbrella just in case it's raining.
What else is your ones that you have?
Ooh, probably like Ferrari F40.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
amazing car.
Insane, like proper.
Even the Nissan GTR, bro.
Yeah.
Clean car.
Yeah, they are lovely actually.
I don't know, too
but
many.
I'm on your vibe, bro. My Vario, I'm chill with that, bro.
Yeah. Bro, in fucking Bali.
Oh, mate.
I heard someone's going Urus.
Yeah, they have a Lamborghini
In
Urus.
Bali.
I've seen a red Lamborghini Urus driver, and I'm like, mate, what are you doing?
Bro, with all the fucking mopeds.
It's such a joke. The most extravagant car I'd ever go for here is some off-road, some Land Rover or some Jeep. That's
Jeep
it.
Would be sick.
Yeah. Anything else, you're a dickhead.
Bro, an
you know?
Here. Imagine going down a shortcut.
Oh my!
Down the shortcut,
mate. No way. So if anyone's left, the shortcut is this road from Canggu to Batabala, which is a famous road. I remember when it was literally just a road. Now it has its own Instagram page. It's fucking.
It has its own Instagram page.
We don't even need to go through. We don't. Yeah. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
We don't even need to go down that fucking route, man. Okay, we're gonna deep into something more deep. Dive into something a little bit more deeper. So, what would you say perception and balance are two of the most key things to have in life? If not, what else?
Yeah.
Think about it for a second. Perception and balance.
Next question. No.
Yes.
Yes.
For me, I've never really thought about perception. I more really think about perspective.
Perspective, yeah.
Tomato.
But
yeah.
balance, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
100% is one of the main concepts that I keep in my life.
Yeah.
Balance for everything.
Yeah.
Perception, I've never really thought about perception, but for me, perspective and being able to see things, having the skill to be able to see things from other people's perspective is so important to me.
Yeah.
Especially
putting yourself in other people's shoes.
Especially with content creation, I think, because you can make a video and from your perspective, it'll be like the best thing you've ever seen. Ever. But if you have the ability to put yourself in the shoes of the average person and see it how they would see it and see the flaws and all the things that are wrong with it.
Even just having constructive criticism from people around you.
Yeah, perspective is so important.
Perspective is like really important for me. So important. I guess they're sort of similar things.
Yeah, I maybe even meant perspective. Tomato, like you said.
Definitely for me, perception, like perspective. Like my friend always says it to me, and it's I've realized over the past few years how important it is, because like I'd always, I don't know, things would happen to me and I just like let it affect me so much, and just just like it would ruin my workflow. I just get upset about things, like the smallest, stupidest things. And if you just completely change your perspective and see the benefits, as we were saying about like there's no such thing as a failure realistically.
Exactly.
It's just a learning curve.
Exactly.
Like, it will.
It's part of the journey, man.
Yeah, it will just change your mindset.
That's the obstacle.
Yeah. I mean, also another thing that I've like kind of used, which kind of relates to perspective, is I read about a thing called the overview effect, which is basically like it's what astronauts get, and the definition is a cognitive shift in your perception of how big the world is. And like, so when they go up in rockets and they're like floating around the Earth and they're looking down on the
that
Earth,
must be mad.
They get this like shift
realization,
of how small the world actually is, and all these problems that you think you have that are so important to you, in like all these like
little things, bullshit.
The bullshit things that feel so important to you, they instantly just become so like meaningless. And I think that's been a big thing for me.
I have never thought of that before.
It's taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture of what we really are, and realizing that my
we are a speck in the universe. Literally, we're nothing.
Like, my problems aren't that deep, so why not just focus on what makes me happy and do my thing? So
another thing for me is like, a lot of people say not to compare, and like you really shouldn't in most cases. But for myself, and like making myself not be upset about things, I always like to actually just put myself in the shoes of someone like unfortunate people, people that like.
That's where traveling comes into play.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm seeing people that really like are just working for a couple of dollars a day just to be able to feed their family.
And they're the nicest people. They got a smile on their face from here to here.
Our taxi driver messaged us being like, oh please like get like use me today or whatever. I need to buy milk for my kid.
That's what I mean.
Like how am I gonna be at home complaining about the stupidest shit ever when this stuff's going on?
Yeah, man.
And everyone's like, oh, you can't complain. Like that's what they're used to. This is what you're used to. I'm like, I'm sorry, but you just gotta respect it.
Sorry.
Coronavirus.
I got tested.
We're all tested.
I got tested. Like, I'm good.
You just gotta appreciate that there are literally other people like on their last breath and stuff, and you're out here complaining about the stupidest stuff ever. It really annoys me when there's people that just like are so like actually
up their own ass,
actually stuck up, and like and no right to be either.
You got a lot of those people that come here, bro.
Yeah.
To see someone who's like grown up here and lived here my whole life, that's the one thing that pisses me off the most.
Yeah.
Bro.
Is just seeing people come here
and when people
treat people like complete dickheads. Like,
oh my god.
It's like, mate, this is not even where you're from. You don't see me flying to like, I don't know, Russia, for example, and treating everyone like assholes. I'll get fucking beat up in no seconds, you know? Like, you don't do that.
We're not going to name the guy, but we had dinner.
I know who you're talking about.
with a guy who, like, the way he treated the staff, if we did that in London, you get slapped
across the face, water thrown on you, thrown out,
And it's like one of the sayings that I've always like stood by is, if someone's nice to you and they're not nice to the waitress, they're just not a nice person.
No, 100%. They're fake.
Yeah, for real.
That's what they are. They're fake people.
Like the perfect example of that in real life.
Yeah. Fake people. A lot of them. You got to be careful. Okay, moving on. Do you believe in manifestation and the power of speaking the future?
Yes.
That's a stupid question.
I would not be where I am.
It's a stupid question for people like us, but there are some people out there who literally are like, no.
I think, for me, it's like, I think a lot of people associate that idea of manifestation with like a spiritual thing.
Yeah, it's not, like, man.
Bro, it's not. It's a fact.
It's a law of the universe.
Law of
the universe. It's a law of attraction. If you Google the law of attraction, do your research.
If you want something,
you will get it.
And you say to yourself in your head every day, I want this thing, I will do what I need to do to get it. You end up making the decisions that A, attract people that are going to help you get there, and B, help you make the decisions that are going to get you
put
to
you down
place.
that journey.
And it's just
you gotta
exactly.
say it and,
It's kind of
just
like
think it,
leading your way in the path. It's just kind of slightly pushing you in this direction.
Yeah.
Which is going to be the good way instead of going the bad way.
For sure.
Yeah, it is such a powerful thing, man. Even like I said, get a notepad, manifestation, and just writing, like just even
Before
have
you go to
writing.
bed every night, write down how you want the next day to
exactly,
be like,
or
we want
even
to
just your
achieve
goals
next
for the
2
month,
months.
for the week. Like I do I do three goals in different sectors. So I got business, social, and personal, and then I just do that three each week.
Really?
Tick it off, bang, 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 and you'll be crazy. You'll do a month of that, and you'll go back, and you'll be like, oh my god, like look at all the shit I've actually done and completed. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. I think I realized the importance of to-do lists.
Yeah, man. That's
a year and a half
100%.
ago. And now like I like looking back on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Because every time I do it, I put a green check.
Yep.
And I go through my notes, I just see
Oh
green
mate,
checks, green check.
green check. Winning streak, baby. We're on a winning streak. That's what it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you wake up every day and tell yourself, I've been doing this, I'm on a winning streak. Like it helps you a lot. Okay, let's move into something more tech-wise here.
Okay.
Thoughts on cryptocurrencies? And the future. The whole technocratic agenda shift the world is going through right now, I think it's going to be a major fundamental value to what's going forward.
I don't have enough time to actually like read about it and do my
Yeah,
research.
I know what you mean. I just like overall, do you think it will be something like in 5 years it's going to be a part of our lives?
I would like to see it implemented more in mainstream systems like Amazon.
PayPal just did a
cool.
deal with Bitcoin.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it implemented in more systems. I think I'm the same as Ben, as like I don't know enough about it to really make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to invest in it and try and make some money. For me, I think I just invested in the wrong times, and
because it's not something you enjoy. But for me, the question was more just like, do you see it being a part of our society?
I think
in the next 5 years.
I think it could.
Do you think it's going to combat real money?
See, this is another thing as well. I think it's so like inconsistent with its value that like I'd be scared to spend it almost. Like I've heard so many stories about guys that like bought a pizza for 20,000 Bitcoin, and now it's worth like 200 billion. And I'm like, well, what if that happens to me? I pay for something with my
100%.
Bitcoin, and
it
in
just
5 years
skyrockets.
quadruple the amount or like whatever. So
That's
what kind of
that's a downside to it. 100%.
I think if there's ever enough stability, and I don't know, I can't imagine them actually implementing it in too many things because, well, not Bitcoin anyway, because it's too anonymous. So how are they going to tax like companies and stuff when they're taking Bitcoin?
Yeah.
And like I'm all about.
It's basically it's just the banks, and the banks we all know run the world.
Exactly.
The West, let's say, and
True.
if something is counteracting the banks, it's always going to be pushed down.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the end of it.
But yeah, if there's a coin which just makes sense and just helps. In
if there's
so
a purpose,
many ways,
100%. Then yes,
But I'm like Bitcoin takes so long to send as well. Like, it's
there's some
really
coins that are
long.
instant though, but that comes with other shit. You know, like each coin. If it's like you said, if there's a fundamental purpose behind the coin, then there's a value in it.
I tried to live off Bitcoin for 24 hours.
Okay, see, that was another cool video. How was that? How much money you lose?
It just wasn't really that convenient, if I'm honest. Like I don't see I don't know. I don't know enough about it. That's the whole point. But there wasn't.
No, but you've experienced. You've tried living.
Yeah,
it, and it's just not. You wouldn't say it is.
It wasn't really useful at all. It took so long. Like I tried to get cash out. I had to go to the cash point, put in my details, send the money,
minutes.
and then wait 40 minutes or something, and then come back to that cash point. In the window, and then get the cash. Obviously, you're not trying to get cash. It's just another currency.
It is long, bro. I remember with my Bitcoin, I made a wallet, bought my Bitcoin. And then I forgot my password.
Oh no.
And I lost the 12
Digit,
like a 12 word sentence that they forbid you from losing.
Yeah.
But I lost it, and for 2.5 years I couldn't log into my account.
So
and I was
stupid.
like, well, I've just lost the whole Bitcoin now. Like I've lost like
it's gone.
$5,000 what I invested. I just can't access it. For 2 years I couldn't access it.
That's the downside.
I forgot about it. I was like, yeah, look, it's
fuck
done.
it. I don't even.
I can do. They won't help me. Blah blah blah. I tried everything I could, and then like randomly, like a few months ago, I just tried my password and it worked. And I was straight in. I was like,
Let's
oh
go.
my god.
It took you a couple years to remember, but it came.
Yeah, I did actually. I've just kept it there. So
That's good.
chilling,
Just
but-
hold it. That's
Yeah, no, I
smart.
didn't
Long
make
term.
Well, to be fair, no, I didn't make that much.
Time in the
because
market beats time in the market.
I didn't make that much because I invested at the start of that really big rise, like
Christmas,
halfway
like 2
through,
years ago.
and then it was like literally the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I only made like a few £100.
No, I invested quite a lot in stocks just because I think it's a lot easier for
Yeah,
myself.
stocks are much more reliable.
Yeah, exactly. And I put loads of money in like April.
S&P 500, Nasdaq, yeah.
Exactly,
100%.
when it was so low. And like I've done really well off that. And
Airbnb is actually gonna come public.
Yeah,
soon,
it's
so
meant
hop
to be.
onto
It's
that.
meant to be going this month.
Because it got bankrupted because of coronavirus.
Shit.
So they've got to put it on the S&P
Yeah, they
500.
would, wouldn't they?
So any stock traders out there, get on the Airbnb
What
trade.
about
Yeah.
Tesla? What are you saying?
It's a lot of hype around it, but I fundamentally do believe in the company because it's such
Yeah.
an amazing company and
They're
like
down at the moment, I think.
yeah, the vision and mission of that company and Elon Musk as an
Yeah,
individual
wow.
is just too crazy
Bro,
that
I
it
think-
can't not fail. You know what I mean?
I think in like if you bought like 10 shares now.
Oh yeah,
in
it'll
like
be
20 years,
100%. It'll be the next Amazon. Tesla
Yeah.
will be the next Amazon
Ridiculous.
for sure.
Yeah.
So you both have you both have each other's individual brands.
Mm-hmm.
If you quickly want to talk about that, what's your vision, mission, and purpose of you guys' brands?
So I have a brand called Ascend, which is
Really sick clothing, by the way,
thank
guys.
you, man.
Really,
I
really cool
appreciate
stuff.
it, bro. Thank you. Honestly, I haven't really been able to focus on it as much as I want to because of coronavirus was like one of the main things that it was just so hard to get things manufactured. Now it's like back, it's fine. But because I've been focused on videos and stuff, I haven't really had that much time to focus on it.
But it's something that you are passionate in.
But I
100%,
love it. I love
it's like
it,
your little
man.
baby. You're just waiting to put in the
it's-
effort and the time.
For me, it's like I did merchandise for a long time. So I did like Nightscape clothes.
Yeah, that's the
and
thing with
shirts.
YouTube. You know, it's either you go down that merchandise route or you make
merchy.
apparel and you actually do something.
So for me, I was like, okay, I don't want to make merch anymore. I want to make actual clothing that has like purpose and people really enjoy wearing it. And I think for me, like the merchandise, it restricts you to your fan base, right?
100%.
A clothing brand, anyone can wear it and anyone can be interested. They're not just going to wear it specifically because they're interested in you. They're actually going to buy it because they like the clothes. That's that's the shift that I wanted to make.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it really.
I made a brand like 3 years ago, something like that, called Post Youth, and I literally just stuck the logo on a couple of hoodies.
Yeah.
Sold a few of them.
milked it, rinsed.
That's
Hey,
about
mate.
it, really.
Sometimes
That's
if you get those peas in,
Yeah.
you know, that's all that
I'm trying
matters.
to relaunch it, but I just don't like. I need
Well, what
to, I
are
need
you
to-
into fashion at all? Would you say?
I'm more into
Or
like
do you
art,
honestly not
I'd
give
say.
a
I'm
fuck?
more like into art, and I want to actually, because I used to do a ton of art when I was a kid. Like I used to draw.
Like what,
all
drawings,
the time.
graffiti,
Yeah, I used
paintings?
to love
Yeah,
drawing
sick.
just random stuff. And
Mate,
like,
paint. My
and
homie
I-
Mickey Avalon, you guys know, he's a
Yeah, I
legend.
saw
He
his
does
story. They were
amazing
sick.
paintings. Shout out to Mikey.
Yeah.
He paints
and
sick stuff.
I just don't want to. I just want to make something I really love, but I just don't find the time to do it at the moment because
For sure.
I'm
Yeah.
really trying to focus into making my videos. It's the most important thing for
It's
me
the
right
most
now. It's not
important
gonna last
thing, yeah.
forever. I'm gonna try to make the most out of it while it does, and until I've got it on lock for a consistent schedule and working with someone, and I've got then I can put time into other things. Right now, my most important thing is just focusing on content.
100%.
So until then, I'll
The time will come.
the time will come.
I actually really do enjoy fashion, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I actually enjoy making clothes as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I spent probably like a month or two like learning how to sew and cut
Sick.
patterns. And
I'll
stuff
bring you
like
to the
that.
factories here, bro.
Yeah,
we'll get
man.
some fabric.
Bro,
man.
I wanna see the factories
Let's
here
do it.
for sure.
We'll do a
man.
collaboration or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I
let's
got
do it, man,
I got
definitely.
button up shirts. I got everything.
Oh,
I'm
dope.
just this is more like apparel streetwear type, but this
Yeah.
is more to be like comfort and stuff. But I do
Well,
have
that's my
button up
brand,
shirts,
yeah.
kimonos,
Okay, dope.
bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Let's do it. I wanna
That's
see
it.
the-
We're taking over. All right, boys. I think we're good. I think that was a solid
good?
45-hour podcasting.
How long was that?
That was an hour and 20.
Yeah, I want to say thank you very much to you both
No,
for
thank
coming
you.
Thank
and
you, my bro.
fucking giving your time of day.
Terima
It's been an
kasih.
absolute pleasure. Terima kasih. Quick socials plug. Shout out everything you want.
Gone.
Where can they find you? What do you everything?
Ben Morris
Go
on
for it.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Ben Morris on Instagram.
Links will be in
That's
the
it.
description
Yeah,
below
that's
for
it.
everything.
Just Ben Morris.
Nightscape on YouTube, night.scape on
On
Instagram.
Instagram. Nightscape on
Night-
Instagram coming soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Nightscape ODN on Twitter, and my clothing is Ascend.
Seriously, check out the clothing.
Which
It's
is
sick
spelled-
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Everything
really
will be
sick.
in the description.
Thank you.
All the
It's
links.
really
All the
sick.
links.
Don't
And
check
obviously,
out my clothing. It's
yeah.
I
Artwork from Ben coming soon. But yeah, Kais.Eye. Stay tuned for the magazine. It's going to be coming soon. Clothing, jewelry.
Big.
We're taking over.
Moves.
Worldwide vision, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah.
First podcast done. Thank you, guys. Legends.
Thank you, bro.
Take
Love.
care, guys. Like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.